Hey guys, this is Inversify here, bringing you my Week 4 match against Aaron 12 and the Rome Empoleons. So first off, we're just going to go into the team building. First, his team is Vulpix, Honedge, Archon, Baltoy, Seal, Tyrogue, Bellsprout, Flabebe, Deerling, and Slugma. So he's got a pretty sun-focused team with a little bit of some other mons. But just in general, his main threats are like the Sun Mons being like Vulpix, Bellsprout, even Deerling with gets chlorophyll. So that being said, I felt like I had a pretty good matchup this week because um, I do have my own weather setter in the Amara, so I can just cancel his sun anytime I want. Um, and Also, I think my team has a lot more threats than just hail. So it's not like the same is true for him that I need hail to win, and if he brings in his sun, then I'm fucked. Um, but anyways, of course, we are going to be bringing the Mara this week. It's just so good into this matchup. Being able to get rid of his sun, which is easily the main threat against my team because it's the main threat on his team. So we were just bringing the Earth Power, Blizzard, Thunderbolt, Ancient Power, just generally good coverage against this team. Pretty much hit everything there. Life Orb, just because I want to be able to completely wall break with this thing. So stuff like the Honedge um, can just take a lot of damage from stuff like Earth Power, and really doesn't have like a great switch into this thing. And because a lot of his speed comes from Sun, with the hail out, I do outspeed a good portion of his team and can start putting in the work. Next up, we have Wingle, Scald, Hurricane, U-Turn, Knockoff with Life Orb. Just a generally tough set for him to switch into. I think it's kind of fun to bring Hurricane into a Sun team just because like it does have 50% accuracy in Sun. Probably should have brought Air Slash, but didn't really care that much. This is really good into like some stuff like the Archon, being able to revenge kill it. Even Vulpix, even though it does set up Sun, doesn't still it still doesn't like to take Scalds, and just generally, Wingle's doing Wingle things by being fast and hard to switch into. Next up, we have the Trapinch. This is so that if for some reason my Amara goes down, I have a way to trap Vulpix and kill it. Can also trap stuff like the Honedge for Bunnelby, um, and just generally like annoying mons for my team to deal with. Um, Pretty standard set, I think. Um, Not too much that's weird about the move set. It's just kind of coverage for stuff that Earthquake doesn't hit, and then like Quick Attack, just in case because obviously Trapinch is quite slow. So Quick Attack just there if I'm low HP or need to get just a little bit of damage off. Next up, we have the Choice Scarf Krabby, because I feel like his team is quite water weak, being his what's it called? His best water resist being the Sun Sweepers, which neither of them are very bulky. I think they won't be running really a Violite because I don't really see any reason for them to. And basically, if Vulpix is dead, this thing can come in, click Liquidation, and just be doing a ton of damage, which is really nice. A little bit of coverage there, like Knockoff, just because Knockoff is just a really good move. Also hits like Honedge. Superpower hits Deerling. Rock Slide hits Bellsprout like the hardest, really, because obviously it's like a water resist, and Krabby doesn't get any coverage for it. But Bellsprout's pretty frail, so I'm not super worried about it. Just had a fourth move to throw on. Next up, we have Alolan Geodude, my Stealth Rocker with Endure, Rock Blast, Stealth Rock, Earthquake. Yeah, just generally Edgequake coverage is pretty good into his team. Running the Endure plus Berry Juice just so I can, be able to stall out turns be able to get my berry juice off if um, he has rocks up, because I don't have a defogger or any way to get rid of rocks, and or also just to get my own rocks up, which is going to be nice for things like the Vulpix that really do not enjoy taking the chip from rocks. And lastly, we have Bunnelby running the Violate this week, actually, just because I didn't really feel the need for any other item. I already was using 2 Life Orbs, but I actually like the Violate. It gives me a little bit of unexpected bulk that he might not be expecting, where I can live a hit and click return and kill something. Rock Slide on there for the Archon, because it's immune to both. Well, it's immune to Earthquake, resists return, and then Earthquake for the Hone Edge, obviously. But yeah, just in general, I think the set is pretty cool, almost like a lure. The Violet is also nice for Archon, which he might think that he's getting the one up on me, but I can actually live any hit that he goes for, barring Head Smash, and click Rock Slide and kill him. So, anyways, that is the team this week. Now let's get into the battle. And we're back with the battle. So this is actually just a recreation of the battle on Showdown, because while we were able to play over Wi-Fi, I actually uh, wasn't able to get the battle code, and neither was my opponent. So I ended up recreating the battle on Showdown with a rough estimate of what my opponent's team is. The battle is pretty much the same. So he brought the Seal, Archon, Vulpix, Bellsprout, Deerling, and Tyrogue. So I really like to see the 3-mon Sun Core come, because I do have my Amara that can stop the Sun, stop both of those. Well, I guess it doesn't really stop Deerling, because Deerling kind of just kills it, but at least it makes Deerling slower than stuff like Krabby and Wingull. But anyways, I'm going to lead with my Wingull, because I think it generally has a pretty good lead. The only thing I really don't love leading against is Seal, but I do have U-turn for that. So, and it's pretty much my best lead against Archon, unless I wanted to lead Krabby. But Krabby honestly just has worse leads overall than Wingull, and it also doesn't have U-turn. So I think Wingull was a pretty easy, pretty safe lead for me. So I'm going to lead with the Wingull, as he leads with the Archon, presumably to get up his rocks. So this is just an easy scald for me. I didn't think there was really any chance he was going to be Scarf. So yeah. So actually, what happened in the game is kind of funny, because Icicle Spear. So basically, I scalded turn 1, got the burn, and then I knock off turn 2 as he went for Icicle Spear, and he got like 2 hits like 3 times in a row while burned, so it was doing like almost no damage to me, except I also kept missing Hurricanes after my knockoff. But I knocked off again for a second time here in this battle, just because I'd been getting a little bit of burn chip. Um, so he was at roughly 30-ish% when he ended up killing me. Um, because he did end up killing me with a ice shard when I was at like 3 HP or something. But I was able to go into Bunnelby and just quick attack and kill him. Now here he's going to go set up his rocks as I stay in and click Rock Slide and kill him. Pretty much my exact game plan. I knew even if he attacked me, I lived anything barring a head smash. And really, with my only potential defogger gone and stuff like Sturdy still up on my Alolan Geodude, Rocks was always going to be his play. He was never going to click head smash. So it was just a free Rock Slide for me. And so now he goes into his Tyrogue. I don't want to stay in, because this thing is fighting type, gets a lot of priority, probably going to fake out. So looking at my team, I kind of had 2 options. I could go Krabby, or I could go Trapinch. But I'm not really that worried about Vulpix anymore, just because it's kind of the last mon that he has. So I'm just going to go Trapinch, because Tyrogue really not going to be doing too much to me. As you can see, he only does 13 there, and now he's just going to Mach Punch, do a little bit more. but we are going to be able to take him out with the combination of Earthquake plus the burn damage that he took. And now he's going to go into his Vulpix. I actually do Sponge and Energy Ball, though, and am able to take him out with the Earthquake. So now this is perfect because his Sunsetter's gone. He only has his, what's it called? He only has his Sun Sweepers left, but I also have my Amara. So I am I'm in a really great spot here. As I know, at Quick Attack, in this one I got the crit. I don't think I did in the actual game, but it doesn't really matter. Uh, you know, that never really came into play. As now here I'm going to go into my Alolan Geodude. I didn't really want to go Amara right now because I kind of just died to Deerling. But now, yeah, I'm going to be able to endure the Seed Bomb, live another one, and then take him out with a Rock Blast. As now he goes into his last one, Bellsprout. I have no play here other than just to stay in and take it. Although if I went Amara, I could have saved some differential, but it doesn't really matter as I can just go Amara now and Blizzard, and that will be the game. I think actually he had like Heat Rock on Vulpix, so like I know Sun ran out there, but I'm pretty sure he ran Heat Rock, and I just forgot to put it on. So I had to replace it with Hail, and that's why I didn't go like Bunnelby because Sun was gone. Because I'm pretty sure Sun was still there. But yeah, going to be a pretty solid win here against Aaron. Nice bounce back week for us, and yeah, pretty much just a nice start in the next direction. We will climb back up to 2-2 now with a 0 differential. So just kind of try and make this the start of a win streak for us, and hopefully be able to vault ourselves up into the top half of the league. You know, it is the top 8 coaches are making playoffs out of 20 coaches in the league. So, you know, we're really going to have to bear down these next couple weeks, make sure we're putting ourselves in a good position to reach playoffs. But anyways, I'll see you guys next week.